What's up, guys? We got our first unboxing here. Something hard to find. A lot of people are having issues getting a hold of it. I finally got a hold of mine, the Nintendo NES Classic. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Pretty nice box, pretty small. Set this aside right here. Old school style instruction manual, that's very nice. We'll save that for later. Looks like there might be a poster inside, I'm not quite sure. Alrighty, so first things first, looks like what we have here is the controller. Very nice, very nice. Very old school-esque. We'll set that guy aside. Little USB power brick. And of course, the main thing we're looking forward to, the actual NES Classic itself. There's the system itself, guys. Very nice, very small. Back of it does have HDMI out as well as micro USB for that power brick that we were showing you earlier. Even though these are USB connectors, they are designed just like the old school connectors. One of the things I did hear about the system that's kind of unfortunate is that the cable's rather short, but you should be able to find an extension cable online if you want to go to Amazon, eBay, order it from China, whatever suits you. I'll probably be doing that myself just because I plan on having it in my entertainment center, just kind of far back, and I really don't want to have to keep moving the console itself. I actually think it would look really nice in the entertainment center, so kind of want to keep it there. So that's that. There's a couple more things in here. If I can get to it without destroying the box. So that's nice. It comes with an HDMI cable. Decent little HDMI cable, Nintendo branded. That's good. And of course, the USB cable for the power brick. If I was to guess, it looks like maybe about 4 feet. So it should be fine based off of where my power strip is behind my entertainment center. But we'll see when I actually get it all sorted out and set up. So if you're anything like me, I always like to make sure I keep all of my plastic, all of the protective wraps from the system, just in case I decide I want to sell it later or something or that, or give it as a gift to somebody. It's nice to have all the original stuff, so I like to make sure I have all that stuff packed up nicely inside the original box. So I'll put this back in here. Let's take this. Take a look at this. See how this is. So, looks like I was right. This is in fact a poster, so that's kind of cool. Looks like it has the instructions and setup instructions on the other side of it, but just to give you guys an idea, this is what the poster looks like. So, very nice, very old school-esque. It'll look good in my media room. And on the other side of it is the instructions. So, not that we should really need instructions on how to set this up. It's pretty basic, you know, an HDMI cable, power cable, and that's literally about it. So if you have issues setting that up, it's not the only issues you have. So looks like we have some sort of registration type thing, or my Nintendo point code, something or other. So as you can see, this is what it comes with. We got the system itself, power brick, cable for it, HDMI, and the controller. So definitely not bad. These retail in store for I think $59.99. They're rather hard to come by. I actually kind of lucked out on one of those buy and sell apps that you can find. I actually found one of these locally, and I spent a little bit more than the $59.99, but not much more. And to be honest with you, for peace of mind and not having to run around the world looking for it, it was definitely worth it for me. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I've been looking forward to this for a really, really long time. I was kind of upset that Nintendo made it as difficult as it was to find, but that seems to be the trend lately between the NES Classic, and they came out with a really cool Nintendo 3DS over Black Friday. There was 2 different variations. There was a black one and a white one, but it had all kinds of classic Mario characters around it, and I really wanted to get one. But unfortunately, it was a Black Friday exclusive, and they were very, very limited as to how many were available in store. And unfortunately, most people that purchased them were resellers, and you can still find them all over eBay, and they're now going for over $300. But I'm not going to spend that kind of money for something like that, not when it was retailing at $99. So it's unfortunate, but that's the game that we got to play sometimes when it comes to systems like these, or like that 3DS, or apparently the new Nintendo Switch that's coming out. If you keep an eye out for it, I have seen it go on pre-order here and there. I saw it on Best Buy a few times. I'm still deciding if I'm going to get it or not. But yeah, definitely very cool. I will have this hooked up here in just a moment, and I will show you how it looks. Alright guys, so this is what the main screen looks like. From here you can choose which game you're interested in playing. As you can see, it has all the classics: original Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, Zelda, Balloon Fight, Castlevania, Donkey Kong. A lot to choose from. 30 different games in all. From here you can actually choose how you want your display to look. So if you want pixel perfect, 4x3, or the CRT filter. CRT filter is actually pretty cool. I checked that out. It does look like an old school television, but just because I have a nice HD TV, I do keep it on pixel perfect. Options, language settings, legal notices, and the manuals for each individual game, which is actually pretty cool. So that way, if you're wondering how to play or anything like that for any of the games, all the manuals are there. And then of course, with it being the classic system, it gives you the ability to actually save, which is new, which is kind of nice. So you can save where you left off on whichever game you are playing. But yeah, definitely very, very cool. Very, very usable. The heads-up display works out really nicely, and very, very easy to use. I actually never had the original Nintendo, so I'm not very good. I had a Genesis, so please don't judge me by how well I play the game. Hopefully with me having it now, I'll get a lot better over time, but we'll see. But yeah, you guys kind of get the gist of it. Definitely a cool retro console.